Should be live right now. What's up?
Okay, let's share. Did you already tag Carmyn?
Share.
Yep.
Awesome. Where's this going up live? YouTube or?
It's on Facebook.
Facebook.
Right now.
Oh, Facebook.
Facebook.
Hi, wow.
So you're tagged in if you want to share it.
Okay.
Is it really episode 183?
I think so.
Yeah, I just checked.
Okay, cool.
Look at that, Ryan doing homework.
There we go.
Guys, this is weird. If you actually look for things, you'll get answers.
Jesus, what's that called? Google?
Have you guys seen this thing? I typed a question into the search bar and it gave me answers. It's amazing.
Posted.
Alright, do we want to turn on these fans or?
No.
Fuck it.
Nope.
No.
Too hot.
Yeah, if you hear the fans, it's because it's balls hot in here.
Yeah.
And if we turn those off, we're going to die.
And this will be the last episode of
Instantly.
Humpcast.
Oh, shit, I don't know why I'm opening it. All right, you guys ready to get started?
I'm
Let's
ready.
do it.
Right.
Let me see it.
Show it to me.
Fucking hands are wet now.
From Jizz?
Beer.
Beer Jizz.
Beer jizz.
All right, we are recording. We are going.
We are VR.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, lovely Miss Carmyn Xoluv returns to give us a reading. If you have an Instagram, you might have been hacked. Leo DiCaprio could be your next Joker. Star Wars gets a Jurassic Lost, and Insidious gets another chapter. You're listening to Humpcast.
Hit it already!
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed, take hits, and talk some shits. My name's Ryan D.
My name's Garrett Lee,
And I'm Ricky C.
and today we have a very, very special guest. You've heard her before if you listen to the episode. Our friend Carmyn Xoluv.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for
Again.
having me.
Thanks for coming in this fucking heat.
Yeah, thanks
Amazing.
for sweating it out with us.
It's all good. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We start off every show with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Let's
That is
start
true.
with our guest, Carmyn. What'd you bring in to drink?
I'm kind of boring today. I brought the Arrogant Bastard Ale. I've never tried it.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's a bold first,
Yeah, that is
first
pretty
beer.
bold.
well, I actually
from
just really
Stone.
liked the bottle, and I was like, we're gonna go
Oh.
for it and see.
There you
so
go.
I'm gonna taste it.
Are you not
right
really
now.
into IPAs?
No, not really, but
Okay.
Like, this is horrible. I hate this. I hate this, you
Right.
I
guys.
Tastes
just
like a
sipped it
bar
right now.
soap.
I can't really do bitter finishes yet. I'm still building up my tolerance to it. But at the same time, I mean, I'll drink it. It's
Okay.
fine. I work at a
There,
brewery.
that's the trooper
so
right there.
Yeah, I'll
Nice.
drink it.
Cool.
Drink it.
Cool.
Do you want a glass for that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Damn, straight out of the bottle.
I like your style.
Like a G.
Ricky Z.
I also brought in some Stone from this giant can from the Stone store in Pasadena.
Crowd.
I brought in Merc Machine. This is a unreleased IPA that they're kind of just doing a one-off of. It's a double IPA,
Ooh.
and I believe it is 8.9%.
Nice. Did you get that when you went
8.4.
when you got the Frutalica?
Yes, I did.
Badass. I want to try that too. I remember the
Just wanna
Frutalica
pop
being
this
super
open.
juicy though. Is this not juicy?
They said it's juicy according to the. They had like a little description on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, juiciness is one of it. They also said it was pretty hazy. So they said it's like the West Coast. It's a West Coast IPA with the East Coast take, I guess, something like that.
What does that even mean though?
I have no idea, but we're gonna find out right now.
Is that what it says on the can?
No, it says it on the website description.
People-
And, pouring these fucking giant cans is a bitch.
I know. Look at that. Plus, what was that? Like a 32-ounce pint? We
It's
have
a
these big ass ones.
32 ounce.
I
cans
love those
right here.
things, dude. It's like it's a game changer.
Mm,
How much are
yeah.
they? Because they're like what, like $8?
Yeah, depending on the beer, it could be anywhere from like $8 to like $10 at the most if you go like something
And
crazy.
it keeps your beer way fresher than getting a growler.
Yeah,
you
it
get
gets-
like get like 4 of those.
Yeah,
and
because they
you're
say
good.
growlers only last about 3 days before it kind of starts to
Yeah.
lose its carbonation, but these you can last easily a week or more. You know,
Maybe even more. I mean, they seal them for you.
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean it's
can.
all sealed there. Yeah,
they
so it's
canned
really
it
cool.
for you. It's
Yeah.
like amazing.
Straight up in your face. They
Straight
got
up.
their own canning machine.
In your face.
Just canned.
Ryan, what are you drinking?
Well, you were supposed to give me a wolf
Oh
pup.
shit, my bad.
Whoops.
As usual, we got Ryan D's beer in the fridge.
Yeah, I came straight from work, and I'm really broke right now. But I'm drinking for free tonight, so it's kind of cool. at Silver Dollar Saloon.
Oh,
Shout
really?
out-
Is something going down
what's
there?
going on over
Shout
there,
out
bro?
Comedy at the Dollar tonight. Free show. Get down there at 9 o'clock.
If you're watching this,
Any
after
of
you're
you
done.
watching it live right now, head down to Silver Dollar Saloon.
Check the
Free comedy.
Free comedy.
You gotta pay a free beer though.
Ricky C, check the stream real quick.
Why we fucked?
It just said video ended.
Damn, we fucked.
Oh, you fucked it up, homie.
We fucked.
What did you did? What did you did? Just real
Fucked
quick.
it up, homie.
We're having some technical difficulties. Did it stop?
Yeah.
It stopped. All right, whatever. We'll keep going. If you want to try and redo it, we'll do it. But we'll keep the podcast going. No one's gonna ask me the question, so I'm just
I
gonna
was
ask
going to
myself.
say, why don't you just go?
Because no one likes to ever ask me what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a peach margarita. It sounds fruity. It sounds like something you can get at like an Applebee's, but it's not. It's way better than one you get at Applebee's. I'm using all fresh ingredients except for the peach schnapps, which I just had. So
I just want to know why you didn't make one for the rest of us.
well, because
Because he's selfish.
Ryan, I know, is always going to get a drink from one of us. I actually saw you bring that giant glass in, and I'm sharing with you.
Okay. Okay.
And then Ricky has a giant 32-ounce can.
That's true.
This is the communal margarita here.
The
So I'm
communal
using
margarita.
Avión Reposado Tequila. I had a dry curacao, which is a really nice orange liqueur, peach schnapps, and fresh lime juice from my lime tree. And then some agave sweetener.
Specifically from your lime tree.
Exactly. Fresh as fuck. So I'm going to give this the first sip. Ooh. That's a fucking good drink. Just so you know.
Okay, then.
I made it. So
Then I'll
I
probably-
I made it.
I'm probably going to stop drinking this ale then so then I can switch over to margarita. Just saying.
Tradesies.
I'm going to be honest. You're probably going to like this 1,000 times better.
I so like it so much better. It's so good.
Hey, so
It is very fruity.
I got to shoot my first commercial this weekend,
Oh, did you?
which
Ooh.
was pretty cool.
Congratulations, by the way.
Congrats.
thank you.
What was it for?
For Samsung.
Porn. No.
Porn commercial. Yeah. It was a commercial for porn, but
You really have
in fact,
porn
in fact,
ads?
it was a porn.
Shut up.
Yeah, porn ads, like regular commercials. No, but what was it, Samsung?
Samsung, yeah. So I scored a Samsung commercial, but what I had to shoot was like in the middle of the fucking desert. So I'm like, it's just that's what I hate about like this business is like they hit you up like last minute, like, hey, we need you to drive 3 hours into the fucking desert tomorrow. Like, oh, okay, all right. So I had to drive all the way out to like Victor. It was like an hour out of Victorville,
Jesus.
and then
That's pretty far.
And,
yeah, it was like an hour past Victorville into the desert. So, and I had to take a dirt road to some like random. It was so fucking crazy, dude. And
I
I'm
picture
just-
you driving like Ace Ventura, like.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. And I was like on my way out there. I'm just like,
Was it a dirt road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit!
it was, dude, it was the middle. You saw the picture that I took.
Yeah.
It's like it was the middle of the desert. Like
Damn, how'd you get like? What was the? How did they tell you to get there?
they
Like,
well,
here's
they,
a map,
They sent me
it's
a map.
hand-drawn.
Yeah, they sent me a map.
They sent a crayon.
They sent me a
drawings.
map, but it was like it was an actual location. It was like a dry lake or something like that. Like you can type in
Groom Lake.
something dry lake and it'll show up.
Oh shit!
And so Google took me that far, but then I needed to follow signs in order to get to the location because it was like
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
it's fucking nuts.
Did you go like late at night? So you had to drive like in pitch black.
No, I had to be there by 3.
Oh, okay.
So I got there by 3, and then they like shot all my shit first. I was done.
That's awesome.
nice, man.
Because sometimes they'll make you stay
No, I
all
know.
the way to the end.
I know, and then and luckily like I got wrapped at like 8, so
Oh, badass.
I was like done, and I was like fuck yes, because everybody else were gonna stay there to like midnight or something like that, and I didn't want to have to
fuck.
drive home like that late.
Yeah.
And they did offer to give us a hotel if it was too late, so
oh, sweet.
but which I ended up like I'm like fuck you, I'm going home.
Peace.
So-
where was it at? I missed
An hour-
is
an
this
hour
whole
north
An
of
hour
thing?
out of Victorville.
Jeez.
Oh shit!
So like I had to pull off the freeway
BFE.
in Victorville and then take like a road all the way out to the,
The
desert.
dirt road.
Yes.
Follow the mailbox.
You
Fucking
just saw this
crazy.
one guy dragging a body with a face full of leather.
I thought I was gonna
He's
die.
gonna tell you where to go.
Yeah.
He's gonna direct you to the to
To the
left.
last house.
I was like, this is a lot of work to get me
That's
murdered.
Jerry. Say hi to Jerry.
He pointed the direction that he was supposed to go in, but he actually used somebody else's hand.
Yeah.
To point. He was holding the hand, but he made it so that the finger pointed in the right direction. So it was nice of him, at least.
That's our intern.
What happened to the thing? Is it just?
It's fucked.
It's fucked. All right, sweet.
All right, no live stream.
No live stream, but that's exclusive content for you listeners right now.
Yeah. Make sure to tune in
Yeah,
every
badass.
Wednesday.
Awesome. So also, you, Ricky, and I went to go see.
Close Encounters
Of the
Third
Third
Kind.
Wait. They
Wait,
did
when
a
did you guys
remake?
do that?
No,
Oh.
this is so it's the 40th
Saturday.
anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So this Saturday, we went to the 40th anniversary showing of Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah, they like all remastered. It was in the Dolby Cinema, so you have like that great, amazing sound
Sweet.
and these awesome picture in front of you.
Yeah, and it occurred to me that I've never seen this movie before. It came about
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gary was
me
talking
neither,
about
dude.
it. Gary was talking about it like, oh yeah, like it's a great movie. I've seen it before.
I was thinking of a totally different movie.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
what
I don't know what movie I was thinking about.
He's like, wait a minute.
Like, wait a second. I'm thinking about this movie I want to direct.
Yeah,
Turns out
it could be. I could have seen.
It's a fourth kind. You're gonna do a remake.
That's what.
Or
No, it's a sequel. They come back.
or prequel.
They come back.
They come back. They drop more people off,
and then
pick
pick
some new
more. Yeah,
people.
it's an
I think
endless
the
cycle.
Body Snatchers?
It's a cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle.
Cyclical.
Cyclical. But no, yeah, it was really cool because I'd never seen this movie before. It was the movie that Steven Spielberg did right after Jaws.
Yep.
And even though I was like, there was so much like, was it 70s or 80s?
I think 70s.
Like,
70s?
yeah, late 70s.
Late 70s,
early
so much
80s.
70s stuff going on. I'm like, what's going on? Like, there's people playing outside, and like, there's no phones, no cell phones.
Yep.
There's just like future technology with just lights.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy, and I'm really glad that I got to see that, especially in that sort of setting.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, it's still something that was like, if you look back at it now, it's like something that was just so ahead of its time.
Yeah, definitely.
All the effects and things. Have you seen it, Carmyn?
I've seen it. No,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
my dad showed it to me when I was like 6.
Yeah, that's
so.
one I've never
Yeah.
seen either. I don't know why. Then, like, now that they're celebrating the 40th anniversary.
40th anniversary.
Like, I've been wanting to watch it because I'm slacking.
Yeah, man.
Should have watched
I mean,
it a long time ago.
Yeah, if you get a chance to go see it in theaters, it's definitely like a.
What
it's a
theater
good-
did
it's a
you
good
go to?
experience. Just AMC, dude, in Santa Anita.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Dolby
Invite,
Cinema,
bro.
Bro, it was last minute. It was
Sorry,
gonna be
I was,
super
I
hot.
was at a birthday party anyway.
Sorry, dog.
Don't you hate it when friends do that? You're like, sorry, man, it was last
Sorry,
minute.
dog.
Yet your story on your Instagram has like just showing you that you're having the time
I
of your
haven't-
life.
You guys are
I had
having
any
you guys are
story.
planning it out like you have blueprints. Like
That's actually the story that's on Instagram. It's actually it's like so like a month from now we're gonna plan on seeing this thing. Let me tell you exactly how we're gonna do it. There's only us invited. First of all, so
First of all,
fuck everyone here.
yeah.
That's
There's only
watching.
one rule.
Fuck everyone
Don't
watching
tell
the
Ryan.
story. Don't tell Ryan.
First rule is don't tell Ryan.
And it just says one view. It's just Ryan.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Sorry, dog.
Yeah, and so that was pretty damn cool. And
Yeah,
then-
it's awesome. It's a great movie if you've never seen it. It's obviously very dated.
Abby.
Did
Did you realize you realize that came out the same year as Star Wars?
Yes, it was. I think Star Wars at the time actually. There was they did like a sort of cold opening for the movie, where it was like Steven Spielberg and some of them talking about it and how like Steven Spielberg at the time when he was directing, he was basically had like his own like fucking his own camera with them filming like all the behind the scenes stuff that they were doing.
Yeah.
And there's like all this footage that they were playing of like him talking over it. And like, it's basically the scenes of the movie that you see like, on the screen, obviously, but like behind the scenes of like them, like, having this camera rig where it's like all like on wires and there's like someone's like hoisting it down like the big chimney.
Yeah.
And it's just like crazy shit like that. And like, he even said like, oh yeah, this at the same time where, it was me and George Lucas he was doing Star Wars.
Wasn't this the one with they decided
They
they had
did
the bet?
they
Yeah, okay, that's
did
right.
the bet
Yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah.
that,
That's
okay,
right.
I think your movie's going to do better. And, George Lucas was like, no, like, it's Star Wars. Like, you did fucking Jaws. Like, everyone's going to love you. And, turned out to be that crazy.
By the way, I love Star Wars way better.
Yeah, obviously.
I
It's
mean-
a different kind of movie.
I know it's a different type of movie. I'm just like, if I were around and I saw both those movies, like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
this is
It was
to me,
underrated for the time.
especially
when you were
since this is
there,
the
'cause it's
first
fucking
time I've
Star
seen
Wars.
this movie. It makes you think, and it's like really a neat concept, but it's not as much of like a story arc with characters and like the space opera that Star Wars is, where it also makes you feel, and it's also fantasy. But whereas like this one is a lot more science fiction-y, it's or even less fiction-y. It could happen. It's possible.
Right.
When's the last time you guys watched Jaws? By the way,
Man. a lot.
Strike Week just happened. It was like
When
on
did
TV.
when did Jaws come out? That year? That's when I saw it.
Watching the 70s.
70s.
You were
When I wasn't
alive.
born.
Dude, I just bought a copy of it for like $5 at the store.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
then I put it on and watched it. It's such a fucking good movie, dude.
It is, man.
Yes,
For
so
sure.
good.
I was just watching something about like the ride. Like this YouTube guy I follow. He does a bunch of stories about these the rides and stuff. And there was one of the ones that they talked about was like the actual model of the Jaws fucking shark, and like
Bruce?
how like Bruce. Well, there's like I guess
Jangles?
like 3 of them. And I like like how they all got like lost, and like these things now would
Yeah.
worth so much money. By the
Yeah.
time they're just like, oh, we found it like in this scrapyard, like just hoisted on these weird fucking things
Yeah.
that like someone bolted into it and like like ruined these.
They're
like,
really pissed off
history
about
artifacts.
A lot of people are really pissed off about a lot of the shit that they have at Universal Studios that they're not keeping
Yeah.
not upkeeping.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
the cars are like just like people would sneak in and strip them, and so like that. You know how like when you do that tour,
Mhm.
there's like a row of cars that are like just beat to shit right there. That somebody got so mad. I watched this whole documentary on all the Back to the Future fans.
Yeah.
And somebody who was in the business got so mad that the DeLorean was there, that there was a DeLorean there just like collecting dust and wasn't like being polished, like wasn't being cleaned. All the pieces were broken off, like it was getting rusty.
Oh,
so
shit.
that they pulled it off the lot and then like did something with it for charity where they drive it around. They rebuilt it and drive it around for like photos and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
But they took that one off the lot, and so like they were explaining the the 3 originals that they have. And I think Universal Studios only has one now because they used to have all 3 of them.
oh,
But
just got, like,
they let
fucking
one
lost.
go to shit and they took it away from them or whatever.
Wow.
But-
Yeah. It's history, guys.
What
You don't-
assholes.
You don't disrespect the DeLorean.
I
You
know,
don't
I know.
do
Seriously,
that.
what the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah,
Or
there's like
Jaws.
a Jurassic Park car there too, one of the Jeeps. Last time I was there, at least, and then there's like some Fast and Furious cars, like. But
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit
And
about
the Jurassic
those.
World
Yeah.
ones too. Like they had the fucking dome, the sphere.
Did Jimmy
The
Fallon
hamster
is
ball
that
there?
one there on the tour now?
Yeah.
Is
They
Jimmy
had the
Fallon
hamster
in
ball.
there? Just
fucking Jimmy
talking about
fucking
it?
Fallon, dude.
He's
God.
just always there working.
Like I was in,
He's a tour guide.
we were in Jurassic World, and like I had just got on this rant about like how I hate that he's even on the tour, and, like I hate that dude so much. And then we're in the theater, and then he comes up on the fucking tour, on the thing on Jurassic World. I'm
Fucking
like,
walked out. Ryan walked out. He yelled, "Walk out!" Just walked out.
No good. The movie's no good, you guys.
I straight protested.
No good. He's like the dinosaurs die. Don't worry about it. That's the ending. Let's go. Let's all leave.
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies. Don't worry about
We've
it.
seen this movie already.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt lives. That's all that matters.
That means you get a sequel.
2 words: monster fight.
Boom.
Peace.
Let him fight.
All right. Anyway.
So
Anyway.
we have our lovely guest here too, Carmyn.
Hi.
What's
Yeah.
up? Last time you were here, you had a lot to talk about, including a little bit about what you're into now.
Well, yeah, I think last time I was here, I gave you guys like a numerology reading, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
And then you called me a witch because you were really, you were
Yeah.
really surprised at all the synchronicities.
Yeah, because you
Really
have weird witch powers.
Yes. Yes, this is true.
So now you've come in. You've come in to display a little bit more of your magic.
Yes, I have.
All right, can you tell us why Ryan D is the way he is?
Explain that.
All the cards come
all,
out.
all we
blank.
got to do is explain
I
Ryan
need
D.
a fucking psychic for that.
The cards just burst into flame.
My nose starts bleeding.
Oh, that
Don't ask about Ryan D.
There's just like an ominous voice that comes out of the walls.
Oh my God, no.
That's why our live feed broke, because no one can see this happening.
No evidence.
No evidence.
No evidence. Where do I begin? I mean, I don't know. So I've been a weird, witchy person since I was
I knew it!
16. But you know, I grew up next to a cemetery, so I've experienced things. I just noticed, why is that cross upside down above the
It
door?
wasn't before you
Stop.
came in.
No. I'm like,
It was flying high, upright.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That's
Okay.
just, it's been like that for a while.
I did that.
It came with the.
It came with the house.
Came with the house.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
No, it was fine until you walked in.
It was actually upright.
And it was bigger. I don't know how it shrank.
Why is Jesus crying?
I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Imagine I was like, I can't do the.
Did you
reading.
just notice it right now, too, by the way?
I did. I was
This is
like
perfect.
shuffling and I looked up and I was like, wait,
It's
why
Ryan
is that
D.
upside down?
Don't ask about Ryan D.
You know what's so funny is I just got a text from one of our old teachers saying that I should really stop talking about Satan in my act.
You got another one? I
Yeah,
thought-
she sent me another one today.
Oh,
Same
shit.
same person.
yeah.
Same person.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna call her out, but we know who it is.
How weird is that?
Yeah, I mean, she.
She
it's
saw
not like
me.
you haven't
She
done
saw me
that
like
same
she saw me
joke.
like a month ago.
Yeah.
That joke's gotten better.
So we definitely want to know more about Ryan D.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, okay.
We
So
need to know more.
So right now I'm still studying the tarot, which is so the cards that I
It's a
brought. they're-
root, right? you make it in a
Taro
smoothie.
Hawaiian,
Taro
was
root.
it?
It's organic. It's
Yeah, it
gluten-free.
tastes like-
good.
it tastes
I had
like-
it when I was in
it's
Hawaii.
vegan.
It's
It tastes like those
delicious.
buttered popcorn jelly beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really good.
No. So the way that this works is that I can pretty much. These oracle cards are more of like clarifying cards, whereas the tarot will give you more of a descriptive outline of what's going on with you currently. So those are more. I don't know how to explain it. I think the tarot is more of like an outline of where you're at in life right now, whereas the oracle cards are more if like you have certain questions about where you're headed to next, or just things that you need clarity on specific things.
Okay.
So I can give one of you guys a reading, or I can pull one card for each of you. It
Yeah,
depends
do
on
Why
how
do you
I
want
her to
wanna
work
do
on me
it.
so
Yeah,
much?
dude, Ryan, because he's a non-believer.
Yeah, he's the one that's like way against all. I want to see something fun happen.
Yeah, Ryan's
so.
the one that this is gonna.
That's
count.
gonna be the challenge
This
for
is
you.
make or break
Okay,
right here.
cool, awesome. All right, guys. All right,
All right,
let's
fine.
get this started.
Take your beer.
Just
Oh, you guys want to try
I
this real
know.
quick though before?
Oh
we
yeah,
start this?
actually, go for it. What? It's just you said double IPA, right?
Double IPA, 8.4%. It's pretty juicy, pretty happy.
It's flavor blast, bro.
Flavor blast right in your face.
Flavor blasted goldfish.
It's gonna
That's bomb.
blast
I
your
actually do
dick
like
right
that.
out of your ass.
Com-
It
compared
doesn't have
to-
that aftertaste either.
Compared to like other IPAs, I like that.
It's got a little bit of
it's
it's
different
not that
different take than Arrogant
Yeah.
Bastard. Not so crazy.
Yeah, it's not really. It's interesting. It's grapefruity.
Yeah. It's probably way less bitter than that one though.
A little
It is.
passion fruity.
Yeah.
It is passion. Yeah, definitely passion fruit. Okay. So
Let's do this.
She's like, it ain't no margarita though.
And I know
Yeah,
it ain't no
a
margarita. That's
margarita.
for damn sure.
That's true.
Okay. Ryan, do you have any specific questions that you need clarity on,
Ooh.
or do you want me to do my thing?
Take
No,
it
I don't have-
serious,
I don't
bro.
have any real
Just
specific
take it
questions. I don't know.
serious, dog.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Why is my life how it is?
I mean,
What is life?
What is that?
what is life?
not really. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
What should I ask, guys?
I was gonna say ask about your career. I don't know.
How's my career gonna go?
Can you do that?
How's his comedy career going?
How's his yeah, comedy specifically.
Comedy
Specifically
specific.
comedy. Okay.
Specifically,
Okay.
Specifically.
Hold on.
Specifically rimmed.
Okay, give me 1 second. You know what? Since we're all here together, let's just take a deep inhale in.
All right, let's do
Okay.
that.
All at the same time?
Yes.
breathe it in.
Breathe
All right.
in. Take a deep inhale in.
Should we
I
do like
only
a-
inhale when there's cocaine.
Is it 1, 2, 3? Or
Exhale.
1, 2, 3? Or
You can do
three,
one
three,
through
two,
one through one, not one nostril.
1, 2, 3 or 3, 2,
You guys are
1.
ridiculous.
All right, sorry.
No,
sorry.
it's okay. Okay, we're gonna do this again.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. One more time. Deep inhale, deep in. Exhale out. Okay, great.
Feel calm.
This is what air feels like.
Damn, you guys.
Okay, hold on. If you guys don't mind, just take a moment of silence while I shuffle these cards.
Oh,
So
We'll
we
okay.
take
get a
a
little bit.
because
This
this
is good radio.
really good podcasting, you guys. You guys
You
listening
hear the
right now,
shuffling of those cards?
please do a moment of silence for.
Send your energies towards Ryan.
Towards Ryan and his comedy career.
Half of my deck just splattered on the floor.
I'm pretty sure it's
Oh,
because
what is
not
that?
a good
Is that a
sign.
meaning?
because of
What
that.
is that?
That means that
They're
that-
all the
that
same
up-
now.
the upside
It's just
down
a
cross
picture
is
of the
piss.
devil.
that means we're all in the upside down.
we're going upside down.
They're all on fire.
We're all gonna get demigorgoned.
They just exploded on the floor on impact.
Sweet. Burst into flame.
She's like, this is what your career's gonna be.
There's just a card that's on
Burst
fire,
into
and it's a
flames.
black D. Just flames. Black D. Ryan D got the black D card.
Oh, this is not looking good. These are all the same.
These are all bad.
No, you guys, that's just the cover.
They're all bad.
Oh,
okay,
it's not
Ryan,
double-sided.
It's just like they're all bicycles.
Okay,
Shout out bicycle cards.
Ryan, pick one. Don't look.
Angle them down.
Don't
Angle
look,
them
don't look,
down.
don't look.
Don't look. Don't
Don't
look.
say
Don't
what
look.
it is. Don't say what
Oh,
it
it's
is.
just, okay. We don't even know. He picked that
Nobody
one.
knows.
Okay.
He picked a card.
Pick
All right.
How many cards are on the table right
It's
now?
not the ace of
There,
spades.
it is. We have 5 cards on the table. Ryan D picked one specifically.
Specifically.
Yeah,
Pacific.
This is all audio, so I'm gonna try and narrate
yeah, we
this
got
as best as I
going
can.
on.
Okay.
We're not Facebook Live right now. So
No.
Gotcha.
Go for it, Gary.
Okay, perfect. So the cards are laid out.
Yes.
Just a heads up, take what serves you and leave the rest. So if there's something that's in here that doesn't resonate with you, you can literally be like, you know what, it doesn't work for me, next.
That's all
So-
Ryan does. He takes what serves him and he just says, fuck everything else.
So far I'm spot on. Okay.
Wait,
Okay, so the first question that I asked was pretty much like, what is the energy that you're coming out of? So pretty much like your summer, like what have you been going through?
the past.
The past. Okay, great. These are more feminine cards, I will say.
Ryan's a
they
feminine
do-
dude. Don't worry
You can
about
see
it.
Ryan's feminine side right now.
It just says that you get the master of dicks.
It's a good thing I'm identifying as a woman today.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this one's called.
May I touch it?
No.
Nope.
You make this one's called the.
Unless you want to die.
It's
in death.
Not gonna touch it.
This one's called the softly. The
Softly.
The softly tender touch.
Oh.
And hold on, give me one moment.
Should we read it off?
Ryan's got that tender touch.
What I love about this is that it comes with, it does come with a guidebook. I mean, each Oracle deck will come with a guidebook, but whoever created the cards, she wrote a beautiful description on each card. So I'm just going to briefly read through it and see if there's anything that I can pull for it that I feel like would serve you.
Try to get what this card looks like. Gary?
I can't touch it, but I'll describe
You
it.
can describe it. With
I'm
your
gonna go
eyes.
on the scene right
Can you
here.
give me another
He's
beer?
on the scene.
All right. So this is.
He's on the scene.
I'm on the scene, you guys.
Okay, awesome. So,
go.
so this one is about really releasing old thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you.
Okay.
You've recently, there's been a big change. I feel like it's been more so in like the beginning of the year. I see a big change happen in January and also in March. I don't know if that resonates with you, but definitely you've had a shift where it's forced you to change your way of thinking. And not only that, but by changing your way of thinking, there's a part of you that's like, and I don't know if it's more so this summer or it's been up until, this point in time, but this year you've been approaching things a little bit more seriously with your finances, with your schedule, with your approach to your career. We've been tackling it on a little bit more and going in more with the game plan. So this card just represents that you've been approaching things.
Well, I don't plan anything, so that's wrong.
So that's wrong.
Damn, straight
No,
up.
just kidding. No,
When did you get engaged, though?
April?
April.
No, was it April? When the fuck?
Why are you
was
asking
it?
me for?
Were,
Yeah.
Was,
I was like, well, I thought you would know the answer to that question. I'm sorry.
was there a shift that occurred in January or March?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe it was in March.
You
Brian
can't
also
look
has
back.
a terrible
you can't
memory.
look back a few months and see if you changed. Okay,
Brian
that's
did
fine.
a lot of drugs.
Like she flipped it over. It's like the drugs card where you forget everything.
Oh, here we go. Here's the
When the fuck
answer.
did I go to? When did I go to New Orleans? When did we go to New Orleans? It was,
Just flips it over. It's like,
that was in May.
oh, this is all cocaine.
You get the white puff card.
That was in May. That was in
Yeah.
May.
Okay.
What happened in January?
I don't know.
This might work if Ryan D had any memory whatsoever of his life
Yeah.
within the last 6 months.
Right.
So
But
one last thing about this card before we move on is just that when it comes to changing your way of thinking, you've been doing so well, but I think you're reaching a point of resistance in the sense where some of your goals are coming to fruition, but there's bigger things that you want to accomplish, and you're on the brink of it, but I think you have an issue with trying to control the situation too much.
Okay.
And one of the other issues, but I feel like you've gotten better on this, is like letting other people's opinions kind of like hinder your path and like where you want to go. But I feel like you probably have joked around saying like, oh, fuck what people think. But there was a little bit of a part of you that really did care.
No, I always care what people think.
I know, but I feel like now you're shifting though, and you're changing, and your mind is expanding, and your boundaries are you have more boundaries
Sure.
around you.
Okay.
So through that, you will have success. It's just a really good card. It just means that you're changing, but also through
That's good.
Through changing, you just want to let go of control and just trust that you've already put in the work, and just trust that it's coming. And don't rely so much on like, well, it's not showing up right now. Just like let go and surrender and just trust that it's coming. And I promise you, when you really let go and just be like, all right, I give it up, it's all going to fall into place much faster than what you anticipated.
Okay.
So that's that one. Now I ask what your action card is. What is the next step for you? Like,
what will Ryan Dean do next?
Okay. This one's called Be the Hunter, Not
Ooh.
the
And I really want to
Hunted.
describe these
That's
cards.
an
So,
owl.
like,
Okay.
nice hooter.
these cards are very pretty. The first one is what looks to be a crying woman with some sort of lotus pattern headdress and a lotus. Well, she has her hands.
She's like
basically-
puking
she's
lotuses.
Like puking lotuses. It's called the spewing lotus card. Sorry.
Yeah.
No kidding. And there's the number 20. It says softly, softly, the tender touch. And the one she just flipped right now for Ryan is Ricky C's tattoo, the owl.
Whoa, what does this mean?
Also with a kind of like a little flowery thing.
It's called the Flower of Life.
The
For
Flower of Life.
For those who
Damn.
are familiar with that, they'll understand.
Means me
what
and
that
Ryan are gonna
means.
bang tonight.
Yeah. And it says be the hunter, not the hunted.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then it looks like there's a collar on the owl, and it says Ricky C.
You banging
you banging tonight. That's the last.
Okay, so what does the owl
was
mean?
very
So the owl
specific.
means, it pretty much means to the act. So this is, I asked like, what is your action? Like, what is going to help you through the next few months? And this is really rely on your own intuition more than ever before. Really, and by relying on your intuition, well, sorry, there's like a lot of things coming up in my mind, but one of them is you've never really approached life normally, like normal people. You've always been creative.
You a
You've
freak, bro.
You've always been the one to say outlandish things, or at least have those thoughts. And I feel like throughout time, by being reprimanded for it, you've learned along the way to kind of like stay quiet and not really speak your thoughts. But this is the best time now to really lean on your creativity and pursue anything that's creative that you've been holding back for so long. Because I feel like you talk about it a lot, or you dream about it a lot, or you think about it a lot, but you don't act on it. And the way that you're going to act on it is by taking time to yourself in isolation, but also just really asking yourself, like, what do I want? And just getting really clear with that, and just really relying on yourself. And it kind of goes back to the other one before of the card before of not really listening to other people's opinions and putting yourself first. So that's what's going to get you through the next month. But you're already doing it, so it's just kind of an evolution of what you've been through before.
Good job, dude.
I'm doing good things.
Evolving.
He's all quiet. Okay, cool. So then I'm asked what's to come.
What's going on? Oh, it's the
Oh,
death card.
It's not the
Oh,
death
shit.
That's
card.
the death card.
This one's called Conscious Connection.
Double dragon.
What I love about this card is that you
You get 2 naked ladies in your future.
Shut up.
have
I need to know, bro.
It says
you
he
have 2
banging.
beautiful ladies waiting for you. No, I'm just kidding. No, you've already been feeling this way for a while, because as you expand, you are drawn more to like other like-minded people. And so I can really see it from like now till January, especially as you learn to lean on your creativity. I see you networking more. I see you putting yourself out there more. You change your plan on like how you execute your social media, like and your appearance. And this is kind of like a whole new year for you. So I also see that you making when it says conscious connections, it's like having really deep level meaning conversations with other people, but also connecting with like-minded people. And you'll start to notice synchronicities where you might have like the same kind of like life story or life purpose, or you'll start to draw more people in you that are or around you that share your similar life path. And when you have that around you, you have those different types of people to collaborate with or just be around with, they'll elevate you. And when you're elevated and you're in a good positive space, then it's just kind of like anything can go from there, and you're able to manifest anything. So
Okay.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I
Okay.
just see you making more close connections and relationships, and along the way.
Sweet.
So
I
that's
want to
what
take a picture of this before you put
That's
them
his
away.
final
Oh yeah,
evolution.
yeah. No, well, we got 2 more.
We got 2 more to go.
So this one is like what your guides have to say. It says every journey starts
it's the
with a
dick
single.
No,
every journey
it's a
starts
briefcase,
with a
yeah.
single step, and again that goes. So that's like what your spirit team, if you do believe in that, your angels or God or like whatever it is that you believe in, that's
Beer.
their mission that's their message for you, is to just start. Take your ideas out of your head and just pick one of them. I think you're more of a perfectionist in your head, or like you see it coming out so cool, and don't look back on your past projects or like things that like didn't come through the way that you wanted it. Forget all of that. Start anew, start fresh. Just pick any of your ideas, because you have a lot. So just pick one of them and just start with them, because you can't evolve if you don't try. So that's what they're saying, and to be fearless about it too, and to also have fun with it.
Okay.
The card that you pulled is the card from your inner self, your inner truth.
I really want this to be
Big
funny.
one.
Ooh, this
Ooh.
one's called, it's actually really beautiful. It's called Visions of Life Beyond Death. And if
It
you
looks
look,
like a mixture of the first 2 cards.
Oh shit.
yeah, actually it does. So here you have this older woman representing wisdom.
Representing Ryan.
A lot of
That's
of
Ryan
these
D.
represent wisdom
It's gonna morph into
and
his
magical. You have the peacock, you have the owl, you have the crow. So 4 represents, the number 4 represents responsibility, but it also represents positive change. So another reminder for you, which is kind of the theme here, if you can tell, is to trust your
yourself and change.
Trust yourself and change, but also it's very important though to keep your thoughts positive. So do whatever you have to do to keep your thoughts positive and cut the bullshit out, because that's what's stopping you. That's your resistance, and it's really
I
not
gotta stop hanging
com-
out with Garrett. That's
Yeah.
It's not really coming from anywhere else. It's coming from with you, and but you have it, and then you have so much to offer. So you just have to really tap into it, and it's really about allowing yourself, because you really start. It's like once you start utilizing your resources around you, the universe will catch up and be like, all right, he's serious about it. So like, let's help him out. Which is probably why you booked that commercial recently, and you have all these things going, and it's going to be a snowball effect. But keep going, keep your thoughts positive, because your thoughts are very powerful. And again, if it's, try not to get impatient with reality, because you might look at your life and you might think like, well, it's not here right now, and it's so easy to get derailed that way. But if you put an intention out there, and if you hold on to that positive thought and you get excited, like it's coming, like that co-star role or that commercial that I'm going to book, or that whatever it is that's your dream, if you stay excited about it, it will come. You have to align yourself to it.
Okay.
And that's the end of drop mic.
Boom.
End of rant.
That's
You just heard it here, people.
more like a pep talk than a read.
Hey, sometimes it's what you need.
Sometimes
is actually an
it's whatever.
intervention,
We didn't tell you this
I
is
do have to
actually
go to the restroom,
intervention.
though. Thank you. That was nice. That was good.
Does it resonate?
Open the door.
Hang
All
on.
of the people that you love are now going to come out
We
here.
got questions.
Some scene felt like an intervention.
It's gonna be like I wish I had that fucking guy crying all.
I still love you.
Man.
No, but that was really cool.
Yeah, I got real deep.
It did. And I was very
wanna-
interested in a lot of the stuff you said, a lot of the imagery, a lot of all that stuff. Where did you get these cards, if I may ask?
Well, I got these. Interesting. I got these cards from a metaphysical bookstore called Alexandria.
From the
2.
metaphysical world. I just pulled them out. I just pulled them out.
Came to me.
I just thought about it. I reached my hand, and then God gave it to
They
me. That's
materialized.
Damn.
Yeah. No, but earlier this year, I went to a new moon ceremony, and do you guys know what?
I
anything
don't.
About?
Oh,
Okay.
I do. Can you tell our listeners, though, what is the
Yeah,
new
explain
moon?
to them, because they don't know.
They don't know.
But we know.
To make a very long explanation short, people hold ceremonies for the new moon or for the full moon. The new moon is a great time to ask for things to manifest, or it's a great time to put out your goals for the month.
Okay.
And then by the time it reaches the full moon, that's a great time to release what no longer serves you. And that usually happens every 2 weeks. So Wednesday, tomorrow is when the full moon is, and
Oh,
then
really?
2 weeks
And
from
when
there, it'll
Humpcast
be
comes
done.
out.
And the Humpcast episode will come out.
You're listening to this.
Oh,
on the
how
full moon.
beautiful the
Yeah.
Humpcast episode that I'm on is on the full moon. That's awesome.
That is beautiful.
That's very beautiful.
We planned this.
We did.
Yes.
We kicked 4 people off, including Mike Alberici.
He's dead now.
Yeah, when I went to the new moon ceremony earlier this year, I think it was like in March or something, I can't remember, or April, I saw this deck, and I was like meditating a lot. Anyway, I just fell in love with the deck, and then I found it myself, and boom, have it now.
Boom.
By the way, side note, Ryan D is crying in the bathroom right now.
I know.
It was too real.
It's too real.
He's in the shower.
Shit got real for him, and
He's in the
like,
shower.
I
Fully
could tell he
clothed.
gets uncomfortable, like, hearing...
he doesn't like it.
Yeah, he doesn't like the truth.
He hates it.
Well, that's why I always say in the beginning, like, take what works for you and leave the rest. Because, you know, like, if he's hearing anything that I'm saying and he might feel like, you know what, that doesn't really work for me. Like, I disagree with that. It's like, all right, yeah, totally. Like, and then leave it behind. It doesn't matter. At the end, it doesn't matter. Take what
He's
what
just
works.
like, you don't know me. He just runs away crying.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. But yeah, no.
I
that was good.
I have some questions to ask him once he's done taking a shower.
Oh, for sure.
I also have the romance angel deck.
Oh,
if you guys want to
shit.
ask about your ladies,
I think we should do that for Garrett. Garrett's going through some relationship stuff. I think that's a good thing. The segue.
absence of one.
Oh,
No.
I wasn't trying to put anyone on blast or anything, so I
No, but I'm gonna put Garrett on blast. We should do it.
like,
No, I'll do it. I'll
no,
definitely do
I'm
it.
gonna put him on. Okay,
I'm just
well,
saying.
You just let me know what you guys, if you guys want more.
I don't
that,
want to
or
know
we can
shit,
get- or
actually.
we can get the stories.
Okay, so here, real quick. I am very respectful of what everyone believes in and what everyone has in their things. Even if it works for me, I prefer not to know.
That's great. Yeah.
I prefer not to get any sort of inkling whether it's whatever is true, false, real, not real. I have no opinion on that because it's not my world. I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I like at least feeling like I'm creating my own world.
That's beautiful. That's wonderful.
Thank
yeah,
you.
honestly. Yeah.
So it's like you could do a reading. If you do it like forcefully, then I'll listen. But like I'm just
They're
like
gonna strap you to
no.
that chair.
I don't care how old I am or whatever. I never want to know the next step because I want to make sure that whatever I do is I feel like I did it myself. So if I'm gonna go here next, it's either because A, I did it, or B, something happened that I couldn't control.
No, absolutely. Can I say something about readings in general, though?
Sure.
So, and for anyone who's listening, if you are planning on getting a reading or whatever, just keep in mind that we, as individuals, we carry the willpower to change anything at all times. So anytime you get a reading, it's not set in stone. And you shouldn't allow it to influence your path either. It's just kind of like, hey, like, right now. And so, for example, like the reading that I just gave Ryan, that's off of his energy right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he has the power to be like, all right, well, I don't, or like I do, or I don't want my future to be like that. So let me change a few things. And and so anything is subject to change. Everything is not set in stone
Yeah.
at all.
True that.
So it's more for people, especially like people like me who grew up on this stuff. Like I get a kick out of it too. But I also love providing clarity for people. You know, sometimes people need clarity on like they're changing jobs or like should I get out of this relationship? You know, things like that. So that's what it's good for.
All right.
Yep. That
Yeah.
sounds fucking
But
awesome.
real quick, we're
Have
gonna
you
need
ever
a drop of your blood, Garrett.
Have you ever done it for yourself, or does it work that way? At all?
No, it can totally work that way. I still like getting readings from other people because other people offer different things or different insights too. For me, along with doing a reading, I also tap into my intuition, which I've been more public about this year too. So I'm coming out of my shell.
Yeah, because
more
this
and
is something that
more.
we've known about you for a while now. Like you came in a few years
I think
ago,
it was-
actually.
Yeah.
And then like we've just gotten to know you over time, but you've always had some sort of affinity,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So this is just the first time it's been on display on the show, which I'm really glad that you came in and shared it with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Ryan's legit crying in the
It
bathroom
hit
right
Ryan real close to home.
now. Like he'll take a piss, he'll come back. He's
gone.
He's gone. He's in
He
the
left-
shower.
He left everything that he has.
fully
But
clothed.
doesn't he have a show?
He does.
Yeah, but he left all of his stuff.
It's going on right now.
He left all of his computer's
but
here.
He's not going.
His car's still here. He's literally sitting in his show tonight is gonna be like, hey guys.
Interesting stuff.
I'm sorry, I got a real crazy thing going on tonight. Did I tell you guys that I'm half white and half Mexican? I somehow came out half Asian, but my life is falling apart. And that's his opener.
That's
right
his
there.
opener, yep.
Yeah.
So go see that
If you
tonight at the Dollar.
I think you got a really exciting reading because I just pretty much told him you have the power within. Don't be afraid of it. That's pretty much it.
And that's the number one thing Ryan's afraid
of. Ryan doesn't want that.
He doesn't want it. He's like, take it back. I don't want it. I don't want it. You get it away from me.
All right, should we get into some stories here?
Yeah, let's do that. So real quick, before we go, would you like to invite anyone else to get a reading or let them know where to find you at
Yeah.
least?
Oh, totally. Yeah, if anyone
Now's
wants
the time to
a
shout it out.
reading, yeah, definitely. You can hit me up on Facebook under Carmyn Xoluv, CarmynXoluv. You can send me a message, or you can follow me on Instagram. Sometimes in my stories, I'll post like some readings that I'm doing, and you can definitely message me there. I don't know. I don't know what else. Yeah, just message me on Facebook or Instagram. Find me, and we'll get it started.
Boom.
Boom.
Thanks,
Sounds
guys.
fucking good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Thanks
get
for
into
that
a
But
reading.
you don't want a reading or a card pulled out or anything?
Oh, I don't know. guess.
I do, but we do have a time
we're
limit.
time
Yeah,
limit,
that's
yeah,
true.
no,
Yeah,
that's
If
fine.
we'll
we're
press
down,
for
we can do it a little
time.
bit after.
No, we could totally do it after. Yeah,
Cool,
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool. Just for time's sake right now.
Awesome.
That was good.
Podcast.
Ryan's just
Ryan's gone.
obliterated right
He
now.
gone.
He's totally gone.
He
All right,
gone.
let's get into Ricky.
Welcome.
So what's up, everybody? This is Ricky C. Through Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation, there's actually a really big expo going on right now for video games. It's called E3, announcing a new hardware system.
Here's Ricky Tech News.
What's up,
Ricky C. Goodbye.
All right, so let's get into some hacking news.
Hack the shit, bro. What hack?
People
What got
have
hacked?
gotten hacked. If you did believe it or not, people have gotten hacked.
That's fucking weird. That's not
Right?
normal,
Like,
right?
When's the last time we heard about this?
1984.
Yes, specifically, Instagram has been hacked. This is more towards the verified accounts of celebrities, politicians, journalists, anyone who has who's had a verified account. It turns out that all their contact information has been leaked online.
Everyone or anyone or just
It's not everyone. It's such an early story where they don't really know how big of a problem this is yet. But it says that with the let's see, I believe there was a number here. So it says there was reported last week that the unknown hackers behind the breach claimed to have compromised 6 million accounts and set up a website called Doxagram, which allegedly offered access to phone numbers, email addresses, or both for thousands of Instagram accounts for $10 a search.
Jesus.
Yeah, it says
Ryan D, are you verified on
you get
Instagram?
hacked on Instagram, dude?
You verified? Are you a verified person?
This is verified accounts. So if you had a verified account, which happens to be, like I said, a celebrity, politician, somebody who's like sort of like a big, person in like the public eye, they have a verified account to know that it's like they're actually them.
I don't know if there's commercial errors though, guys.
He's gonna
Something
get
like that,
verified.
I'm gonna get verified for sure.
Damn.
You should change the actual name to your account to just be Ryan D verified.
I'm gonna put Samsung.
Samsung's
Samsung
Ryan
verified.
D verified.
It says here that the apparently, so there's a website that they set up. It's called Doxagram. It was up for a little bit for $10 a search that you paid. You can have access to thousands of Instagram accounts, their contact information. So we're talking about home addresses, email addresses, phone numbers. Personal. This is all personal information from these people, which happen to be people like Emma Watson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Harry Styles, and Floyd Mayweather.
Ryan D.
Just to make a couple of lists. And even President Donald Trump's official Instagram profile was on the list.
Where you find his real name is actually, I don't know, like Robert.
Sure. His name's Robert, apparently.
He's totally going for something, and I stuck with it after I
His
realized it was
name
a
is that.
horrible joke.
I'm glad we
I was
got
like,
that.
no, I was
I'm
like,
Could have
glad
said
we
something
got that
about his birth
forever.
certificate
Nope.
or something like.
No, it's
You
like
could have done. You could have done a birth certificate joke.
I'm sorry, guys.
Immigration
His
joke.
real name is something super
No, let's go back.
boring.
Let's go back.
We find out his name's like actually
Better than his actual name.
Ronald.
John Smith.
Find out his name is actually Ronald.
Not Donald.
Yeah. Not
He was
that,
born
though.
in Mexico.
Unfortunately, there wasn't any of those juicy details. Sorry, Garrett.
All right, guys, I gotta get going.
All right, man.
Good luck on your show.
Well, your thing's at 9, right?
Yeah, but I have to. I gotta go borrow a T-shirt from my brother because I forgot to pack clothes, and I'm not gonna do.
Dude, just
I'm not
fucking
gonna do
go
a show
up.
in my
Go
work
up as
shirt.
Rico.
All right, man. We'll see you. Have
We'll
fun.
see
Are
you.
you gonna
Probably.
go? I like those odds.
Cool.
Don't tell them the odds, bro.
Have
Never-
a good
never do
show.
Thank you.
Have a good show, bro.
Thanks,
If you
Samsung's watching you.
if you're listening right now, we're not live, so you already missed it. But every first Tuesday of the month, We do this.
Yeah, boy.
We're
We got the new, the 1 year anniversary is coming up in November, so
oh shit!
it's gonna be a big one.
Well, 1 year, $1?
Yeah,
Oh, that's badass.
yeah,
There we go.
it's gonna be a big one. You
Sweet.
guys want to go to that one for sure?
It's always free, guys. So
Yep.
be sure to
All
check
right,
it
guys,
out.
Badass.
Peace. Have
All
a good
right,
show, man.
Kill it.
But yeah, so that's pretty much the story. Any verified accounts? They're Garrett just spilled a bunch of ice all over his computer.
No one saw that. No one saw that. No one saw that at all. Ice is solid. No, ice is solid.
But yeah, so this is pretty alarming. If you happen to be, somebody had a verified account,
You happen to be a
obviously.
person.
If you happen to be a famous person specifically, and you have millions of followers who would love that information of your cell phone or home address.
Yeah.
To be even more scary. So yeah, pretty shitty. And that is my one and only story. So let's go to Garrett's stories.
Awesome.
And that is not ready. Here we go.
I may have some news for you.
Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody. This just broke out.
That is a scientific fact, huh?
I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you. News story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that. I need to get away from that real quick.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
All right. We are back in it. Have you actually been to the movie theater lately, Carmyn?
I saw Dunkirk.
Oh, you saw Dunkirk?
I think a month ago.
That's
Oh,
pretty
shit.
cool.
It was actually really great.
Yeah, really? Because I haven't seen it. I really want to.
Yeah.
Also, I've not seen.
And then
Ah.
before that, I saw Wonder Woman. It was
Nice.
so awesome.
I did see
Nice.
that. That is awesome.
Mhm.
It's breaking all sorts of records too, so good for it. I believe it just actually came out on digital and DVD maybe.
Sweet.
So yeah, if you haven't checked out Wonder Woman, it is definitely worth a watch. This weekend, Ricky C, we already said, and I went to go see the 40th anniversary showing of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Sarah's kicking
Yep.
ice out the door because I dropped some. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Interestingly enough, with all of the movies out right now, none of the new releases are in the top 5 or the top 10
Oh shit!
What?
or
They
the
did
top
real bad.
13.
They did some real bad.
So, interesting story. So, the first movie that actually made it the top 14, which is number 14, in its first week, is Close Encounters of the Third Kind 40th anniversary.
No way.
Wow.
So
Holy
that is
shit.
epic. Let's just say this:
That
epic,
is
epic,
awesome.
That is both epic and horrible at the same time.
Yeah.
Epic,
Wow.
obviously, such a great movie. Still holds up for a good amount of stuff. Very great. Clearly has a great audience out there. A re-release 40 years later, and it made almost $1.8 billion or $1 million in the theaters.
Billion. Goddamn.
No, not billion, million. Sorry, no movie did that in opening weekend. In the first weekend,
Wow, that's awesome.
$1.8 million almost.
There's some people for the showing
Damn.
that we went to. There was enough people where I was just like, oh, I'm kind of surprised that there's this many people.
And it was
here.
at 11:45 in the morning showing. Yeah, that's because I had
Shit.
work later, and we were like, let's
And
just
it
get
was
the
also balls hot.
Yeah, I was like, let's just hang out in the air
Escape the
conditioned
heat.
theater. It is much better. And then besides that, you have the Inhumans, which did a event, I guess, where the Inhumans have a brand new TV series, and it's coming out. But they did the first episode in IMAX. That only made $1.5 million.
I heard it's terrible. By
And
the
I
way.
heard it was terrible.
I don't even know that movie.
It's based off of the comic book characters, and they decided to make it a TV show. But Marvel has been known for being really great or good, at least, movies, and really not good TV shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They've done
Yep.
some good stuff on like Netflix and.
Oh no,
Jessica Jones.
Netflix aside. I'm sorry, Netflix aside.
This
I'm
is just primetime TV.
talking about like Agents of Shield. And now
Right.
this. It's all. And the interesting thing is, it's all under one guy. So I don't know if you've heard this name. Have you heard Kevin Feige? Kevin Feige is the guy that is basically the head honcho at Marvel in the movie universe. He used to be under a guy named Pro Mutter, and he is now in charge of the TV universe. But Pro Mutter seems to be dropping the ball like a motherfucker, because most of the TV shit is not great. And I'll be honest, some of the Netflix stuff is not great either. I think some of it's good. I love Daredevil 1 and 2. I couldn't really finished Jessica Jones, and I haven't started Luke
Really?
Cage.
You didn't
And
like Jessica Jones?
And then I heard Iron Fist was just horrible.
Wow. I heard. I tried to watch Iron Fist. It was not good.
Yeah.
But Jessica Jones, I really liked. I'm surprised you don't like that.
It was more just like I lost interest. Not that it was like bad. It was just
Yeah.
like I was like, this is not my thing. And then I just haven't started Luke Cage yet, and I just heard horrible things about Iron Fist.
Yeah. Well, now there's Defenders, which I've seen the first episode of.
Oh, have you?
Like, okay.
Oh, that's a great response for something that's supposed to be epic.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's the Avengers of TV
Yeah,
series.
unfortunately, it was not that epic from the
okay.
first episode, at least.
All right, well, we have that. The next movie that was coming out that we actually know about is called Tulip Fever. We talked about it last week. I don't even remember what the fuck it was about. Something about flowers, like tulips.
Tulips, something
Tulip
specific.
That's number.
specific?
This is number 24 with 1 point. I'll give it the roundup. It's the $1.2 million range, but it's 1.158. And that's about it. Everything else, like, I'll give you the top 5. Hitman's Bodyguard, $10 million. Jesus, in its 3rd week. Good for it, I guess, but also not a great number at all. Annabelle Creation, 7.5 in its 4th week. Wind River in its 5th week made $6.2 million. And Leap, which is that animated short film about dancing people. I heard it has Maddie Ziegler, who is from Dance Moms and all the Sia videos.
And nobody cares.
And apparently nobody cares because it
The
only...
dancers care.
Yeah, dancers care. I'm not saying it's
But not enough.
not enough, apparently.
enough to make a
only
difference.
$6 million worth of dancers cared. Oh, sorry. No, that was the wrong number. $4.8 million.
It's even lower.
Care.
We're dropping
And
the bar some more.
Rounding out the top 5 is Logan Lucky with 4.4 in its 3rd week. However, I'm going to give this nod to Dunkirk because she mentioned it. 4.3, no, 4.4 almost.
Still up there.
Still up there in its 7th week. So check out Dunkirk. Check out Spider-Man, which is right below
I
it.
find like a $4 movie theater.
If
with that
you're
now.
a dancer, check out Leap.
Wait, that's not a dancer film though. That's a right. I mean, it's
No, Leap is it's an animated film about a girl. It's not in like our time at all. It's set way in the past in like France. She wants to dance, but
Oh wait,
there's
never
some
mind.
sort of
I'm
adversity.
remembering.
It's like that movie
it's like Footloose, but in French and also animated.
Yeah, got it.
Maddie Ziegler.
Yeah,
Got it.
and it's not Pixar, and it's not DreamWorks. It is
Nobody cares.
Weinstein Company.
Oh, that's like Miramax? Weinstein?
And it's one of those subsidiaries of one of the other bigger ones that we don't know about. So, moving on. Coming out this weekend, and the number one reason why this will be the biggest, I think, September opening of all time. This is my speculation. It.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say that. Yes, I agree.
It is now coming out this weekend, and I think that it'll be one of, if not the biggest opening movies for a September release.
Yeah.
Because September's not known for especially high box office, but as somebody who does not ever say, hey, I want to go see that scary movie that's going to come out. I want to see this so bad that I'm shitting my pants right now, and I have to leave. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Oh, shit. Pulling a Ryan D, huh?
I'm pulling a Ryan Dia. I'm going to go sit in the shower and clean up the poop in my pants and cry. No, every trailer, every little photo, every whatever bit about this movie has got me both terrified and excited for this film.
Yeah.
And
We
I
gotta go to
cannot
that Hollywood
wait.
house, the Hollywood Scary House.
Yeah. Okay.
Get some
So
scaries.
I checked it out. The tickets are sold out. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay. So there is a haunted house on Hollywood and Vine that they basically recreated the house from this movie.
Oh.
That is kind of where it lives, and you have a guy. It's kind of like one of those mazes almost from Universal or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing. You go through the haunted house, and it should be fun. So the tickets are sold out. However, they do have a standby wait list for people that want to just show up every day. It's 11 to 11 every day until a certain date that I haven't looked up. I have to look it up for you guys, but I'm not going to right now. Ricky C could do it. That'd be awesome while I'm talking.
I was gonna say
I'm
that's
busy.
not fair.
Busy.
You're doing a disservice to us by not telling us what.
Yeah,
I know,
Gary, you
right?
do your job.
All right,
Correctly.
you guys keep working on that bowl, and I'll work on this. Don't worry, I got I'll handle the podcast,
We're busy,
guys.
dog.
Don't worry about it.
We're
I got it. Don't worry
Do
about
your
it.
job.
I'll do my job.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna keep going, just so you know. There is
Look it up,
that
look it up.
house. We'll do a race. How about that? You might win because I'm going an alternate route.
We call it Tiki House. I don't think that's the right thing.
No, it's not the Tiki House. It's on Hollywood and Vine. I know that for show. And it's going to be interesting because I kind of really want to check it out, too. I don't know what it is about this scary stuff because I don't like anything that is scary, really. It's not something that I found it. I don't know. I don't like scary movies. Okay, August 14th to September 10th, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at Hollywood Boulevard and Vine.
Every day?
Every day.
Every single
Yeah, we
day.
only got a couple more days, guys. You gotta get out there if you're thinking about it.
It's called Niebolt House Hollywood is coming to the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Vine Street. A haunted house experience inspired by Warner Brothers' upcoming release, It. In theaters September 8th.
You know they're gonna have a tie in one of the Halloween scare mazes things. Either at Knott's or it's gonna be at fucking Universal. For
It'll
sure.
be somewhere.
It's gonna be
for
somewhere.
sure.
Very nice.
By the way, guys, I work at City Walk now, so if you guys plan on doing the
What
horror
the
nights,
shit?
We have
yeah.
passes.
We do have passes, but they don't cover our horror nights.
They don't. But I think we probably get like a discount.
Well, how about you shut up and let her finish talking?
Oh yeah. What
I
was-
mean, I
we
unfortunately
get?
don't have a discount to that. But I was just gonna say that if you guys wanted a drink before you go
There
into
we
the
go.
park,
That's
I
what
work at
matters.
I
Carl
like that
Strauss.
just as much.
Yes.
Boom.
Friends.
For
Friends.
sure. And do you partake in the horror nights as well?
No, I wish. No, they don't discount City Walk employees. It's only.
But do you still
Yeah.
do you still go though?
Oh, do I
Cheapskates.
still go? Oh, partake as in really
just,
partake.
just actually go.
I
Do
mean,
you go?
it's interesting. I went 2 years ago, and I just didn't understand the hype. I guess it's better if you buy get it. What do you
The
call
front
it?
line
the
pass.
lines are
pass.
terrible.
Because then
The
you
lines
just
are
waste your
terrible.
night. You're there for
Absolutely.
three,
100%.
like for 3 rides, and
Yeah.
that's it. And you're tired, and I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm also an old lady.
I'm the same way. I'm the same fucking way. I did it 1 year, and I'm just like, you know what? I paid way too much money to spend at least 7 hours in line.
Yeah.
That's true. I've done it a few years, and it's
It's just
very
so
hard
expensive.
to justify. It's hard to justify how it's worth. Like, it's not worth it if you're gonna go multiple years. If you go once in like a decade, then it's for
Right.
sure worth it
I
because
guess so.
you're going for an experience. Let's say you live in, I don't know, one of the other states or countries
If you're
around the
visiting,
world.
it's something that
You're
you've never done
visiting.
before.
For sure.
You should
Yeah.
definitely check it out. but
It's definitely an experience. But
Yeah.
as someone who lives in Southern California,
nah.
And it's accessible.
three
Nah.
hours per attraction
Yeah.
in line.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm also a scaredy cat too. So when I did go through
100%.
it, it was pretty scary. Although The Walking Dead for me 2 years ago wasn't that great.
They tuned
was
it down
just-
after like the first year.
I
I went the
heard.
first year, and that shit was like crazy. But then I went to like the walkable one now that they just kind of have like stationary.
Yeah.
Like it's like they have like a maze that's basically around every single year now. So no matter what, when it is, you can just fucking like walk through a maze.
I thought they've always had that though. 'Cause that one scares me
that
too.
Kind of, yeah, so they had that, but it started after the fact that they started doing like the actual maze. So
Okay.
they introduced it first at like their Halloween sort of horror night thing, and then I went to that one and that was really scary. But then I walked the other one since I have like a pass. We walked through it just normal, and it was just like, all right, it's cool. It's still Walking Dead. It's something cool. It's more so like like we said, it's if you happen to be a tourist or something that you've never experienced before. I think that's probably better than I've been to Knott's as well for a couple years in a row. That's kind of cool, but I think as far as like I don't know, I guess the way it looks aesthetically, it's better at Universal. But you also get those terrible lines you're waiting in for
Yeah.
3 hours just to get into a 5-minute thing.
Yeah, so I guess that pass thing is worth it, right?
Yeah. If you get the front of the line pass, 100%. But I've never done that before, and it's also like $300. So if you got that
Like it's
money,
also out of my price range.
yeah, if you got that money, go for it.
Or you have friends at Universal
yeah,
that work at Universal proper. Just fucking get it.
Yeah.
yeah, if they
Not
even
me.
do that, yeah,
And they like you enough.
yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, as
They get it.
growing up, we've had friends that obviously work at different like theme parks. One of the main things that they always told us was like, I fucking hate when everyone always asks me for tickets. Like, oh, I haven't heard from you in a year, but you want to go to Disneyland now.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're like, hey, how you been?
I heard you work at Disneyland now.
Well, my family's in from Florida, and they really want to check out like Disneyland, and I just thought about you because I missed you so much.
We should go
But can I also
together.
get
We should
ticket?
go together. Also, if you can't go, it's fine. But do you have tickets that
But
I can
get
just
us
get? Can
in.
you get us in for free? Please.
Yeah. Not only just working for Disneyland must suck, but that as well.
Yeah.
That is a perk you don't want.
No, like that was the thing that was like at one point I knew like 6 people that went to Disneyland and they were always telling me the same shit. Like all my friends, but at the same time they have sold them. Like
Oh.
I can get you in for free, you give me money. they do usually use that as an extra source of income.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and it's not horrible.
Oh,
It's
so-
a horrible idea, to be honest.
I would do
Just
the
don't
same
get
thing.
caught. However, that I don't know how that works. Obviously, I've never been there.
I mean, tickets at like $120 a pop. I'd
Yeah.
be like, okay, give me like $60.
yeah,
I'll get you in.
and shut the fuck up. Never say anything about how you got in.
I'll break your necks.
I will kill you.
I'll send Mickey Mouse after you. They'll stab you in the throat.
I'll drink your blood.
Oh my god.
We're gonna see that one dancing over there. That
No, I know. Okay, so Ryan,
Oh,
that's
shit!
scary.
I wasn't here when he brought it. Was this what he got from his job?
Apparently, yeah. He just said he got it for free.
Okay, so we got a Mickey and a Minnie Mouse that are Halloween themed, which are really cute.
If you touch their hands, they move.
And they touch you and they move. Side note, I didn't know they had tails.
Also, if they get possessed by a demon or if there's aliens around, they'll also start moving. It's a side perk.
No lie, when we're done with this episode, I'm going to set them up on the table so that when you walk through that door, they're just looking at you.
Just
That's
together
scary.
holding hands.
I really hope that it scares Christian or Charlene.
You know,
So-
there's a documentary out there, though. Just side note, there's a documentary out there about cases where dolls have been possessed, and it's like caught on footage.
It's like the whole like Annabelle thing.
Yeah.
No, but like for real, in real life. Like,
Right.
Is that a long hair?
I don't know.
Sorry.
No, it was like some sort of like... I thought it was a
Demon.
bug.
There's a demon.
I might have just saved your life. I saved your life! I saved your life!
Yay!
Damn.
I am so glad I
Live.
know what that was. Maybe it was Lint. I don't
Nope.
know.
It was a
Nope.
deadly, venomous...
It was a demon.
It's a demon.
Saved your life!
Deadly demon.
Yeah. So yeah, there's an... you said there was a documentary on it?
Yes, I don't know what it's called, but it's out there. I saw it.
All right. Google, everybody.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Get on it.
Besides it, the only other movies that are ballsy enough to go up against that is Home Again with Reese Witherspoon. Didn't hear about this. Have no idea what it's about. I'm gonna read the tiniest.
She's like banging people who are younger.
Oh, that's
something
right.
like that.
Okay, so if you've seen that trailer, she bangs other people. It says life for a single mom in L.A. takes an unexpected turn when she allows 3 young guys to come inside of her. Oh, sorry, move in.
Oh shit!
It says move
Damn.
inside with her, not what I said earlier.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
We all got
The next movie in limited release is actually with Peter Dinklage himself, aka Tyrion Lannister, Rememory, where he's actually playing like some sort of detective. I've actually seen this trailer, so I'm interested in it, but I would not trade this movie for it at all.
He moves in with Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, and then he is one of the 3 people that gets to move inside her.
Damn.
With her.
It's a whole
Sorry.
trilogy. There's
My
gonna be
head. I
Another
don't know what's
one.
going on. It says the widow of a wise professor stumbles upon one of his inventions that's able to record and play a person's memory.
Oh shit!
Dun dun dun.
It's like that spell from Harry Potter,
Dun dun.
oh,
but in real life.
through technology.
Yeah.
Whoa. Both of you.
Through
Yeah.
computers.
Jesus, I'm out of brain fart. I actually know that
That's
fucking spell.
I want it.
Oh, no, actually, I'm good.
Whatever.
Thank you.
My mom is so disappointed in me right now that
Yeah,
I
you
forgot that
fucked
spell.
up.
She's shaking her head.
She's
in her
she's
room.
like
She's yelling at
she's
you.
literally. I swear to God, right now you're listening right now. She's yelling at whatever she's listening to. If it's in her car, she's yelling in her car.
It's
If it's at
Leviosa.
home, it's not. It's
Insidious.
It's not insidious.
Some
I
guy.
know it. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it later, and she'll be proud of me later. But right now, she's pissed at me.
We're gonna add it in.
We'll add it in. Yeah, we'll
Post.
we'll add it in post. Don't worry about it. All right, let's move on to the next story real quick. You guys like the Joker?
Yeah.
You guys like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic?
Wait.
In
He's
Titanic?
not going to play the Joker.
Answer the
No.
question.
Oh, I like them both separately.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, news has it that Martin Scorsese is going to be a producer on the next Joker
fuck?
movie that Warner Brothers is going to do. That is actually taking place outside of the DCEU that we have right now.
Oh.
And another news story also has it that they're using him to try and get Leonardo DiCaprio to play the Joker in an origin movie.
Oh.
How would you
Damn.
feel? How would you feel about that?
that.
Let's start with Ricky C. and let's discuss. Go.
Out of the left field. I mean, it sounds cool, but I mean, like, what is this? What is life? What am I doing?
What is this
here?
world that we live in right
Where
now?
am I right now?
It's crazy.
What is life after death? No, but yeah, it's just super like left field. I feel like. I mean, no one really liked the last iteration of Joker, which was fucking 30 Seconds to Mars guy.
I liked it.
Garrett was the only person who liked it.
It was okay. Legilimency. So the spell
First of all, it only takes 30 seconds to get to Mars.
It also takes only 30 seconds to get to Spall. It's Legilimens. Legilimens. It's called legilimency, and then you go inside someone's mind. It's not necessarily their memories, but it's their mind, and then you can go and you can obviously traverse through there. And that was what happened. And then there you go. Mom.
Szechuan sauce.
Mom. There you go. Legilimens.
All right. Anyway, back to the Joker.
30 seconds to Mars. 30 seconds to Joker.
Get to 30 seconds to, yeah. It's just weird, I guess, if I had to say anything. That's what I sum it up to. Weird.
It's one of those things.
Cool,
okay,
I guess. We'll see how this goes.
Well, actually, no. I'll give my opinion last.
But
I really want to know.
I don't understand it.
Carmyn, what do you think about this?
Okay. Well, now that you said that it's separate, or that it's its own origin story, with different people behind it, just because I don't know. I mean, I in that sense, I'm interested in seeing him play. I'm not discrediting him as an actor. I think he's wonderful.
Of course.
I just didn't want to see him get involved in that scene and then have like the story be bad or the story be off.
Yeah.
But if it's an origin story and it's by different people and
pre-tattoos.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. It sounds really interesting. So
I think
I'm open to it.
So I agree with you, of course. I'm not discounting Leonardo's acting abilities whatsoever. This is something that I am having a very difficult time seeing. So right now we have 5 major iterations of the Joker character, all different, all very different. You have Cesar Romero, you have, of course, Heath Ledger, you have
Jack Nicholson.
I'm counting also Luke Skywalker.
Mark Hamill
voice acting in the Batman animated adventure, and Heath Ledger. There's 36 to Mars. Jared Leto. You already have those guys. They're all very different, all very committed. So I respect all those interpretations. I don't know where Leonardo could take it if in that world that he actually
more
does.
Tattoos.
More tattoos. More of it.
He's one tattoo.
Like
he's a tattoo the Joker.
What do you do? What do you do that's different from all 5 very different iterations of the Joker character?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just weird. Like, it just...
Be like a Southern Joker, because I've seen him play a Southern.
He's just Calvin Candy. He's Calvin Candy, but as a Joker. He's like, you had my interest. Now you have my attention. Also, I'm going to kill you. Horrible
also,
Southern accent, by the way, but you get it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. This is one thing that I'm sure if somebody has an idea about this. As of right now, hearing about this story in this last week, I can't really see a great way for this to turn out with what I've seen from Leonardo DiCaprio already and what I know the Joker to already be. That's very different stuff, and it's very interesting, and I don't think that okay, let me say this. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the actors that I believe is a great actor, but whom I always see. In every role he plays, I'm like, that's Leonardo DiCaprio, more than that role. He does a very different take. He does a very good take, and he does some great shit. But it's always I see him more than I see the character. Versus like let's take someone like a Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman is a fucking chameleon that I forget. There's some roles I didn't know it was him until someone told me.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like, what?
What this fucking Gary Oldman?
That is exactly what I believe is. Well, I interpret as a great actor, even though there's very different interpretations all around. But someone that chameleon that I'm like, I didn't even know there was that person. They could just change, but I still know their name. So, but I can't see Leonardo as the Joker, and then seeing the Joker. I can't see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Also, speaking of Garrett Oldman, we can't forget the Tiptoes.
What is that?
That is the role that he immersed himself as a small person.
What?
And if you don't, Gary Oldman is a. We can watch the trailer. You never heard this movie?
I've
before?
never heard of this in my life.
Oh man, it is insane.
All right, we're gonna take
Carol and Steven's life together was perfect.
I've got to get going.
Right this second. Hey, baby.
Hey, sweetie. I love you.
There's one small problem.
That's Gary Oldman.
Hi, I'm Ralph. I'm his brother. We're twins.
Are your parents,
Yeah, the same.
It can tear them apart.
I think you're gonna let me know that everyone in your family's a midget.
They're not midgets, Carol. Dwarfs.
Whatever.
or bring them together.
Hey, welcome. I'm Steven.
Ah, there you are. This is Steven's father, Bruno, and his mom, Kathleen. And over behind the bar is Steven's brother, Rolf.
Hi. You could have prepared us for this, don't you think?
If you embarrass me, I'll never speak to you again, so just get it together.
How's everybody's drink?
This is a real movie. This is a real movie.
Is that Kate
This is a
Beckinsale?
real
Is that
movie.
Kate- I was gonna say,
This
is
is a
that Kate
real
Beckinsale?
movie. These are all real people.
Did it really make that big of a deal?
There's also Matthew McConaughey out of all people.
And I believe Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
I'm not like you. We are so cute.
Oh,
And-
Peter Dinklage! What up?
I got a little wild. I never.
Tyrion in the house.
There's sure a lot of midgets around here.
It's a midget movie. That's just crazy.
I'm ready for an adult relationship.
What is this man doing in your bedroom?
Side note: that character or that person's called Bridget the Midget. She's a porn star.
A walk down the aisle.
Gary would know that.
I do.
very lucky guy. Just hope he's smart enough not to screw it up.
Is just a beginning.
There'll be rough patches, there's no doubt about it.
Canal Plus and Langley
There's too much of
Productions
this.
proudly present command performances from Kate Beckinsale.
Oh wow.
Commando
Yep.
performances.
I have not heard that in
Patricia
a
Arquette,
long
And in
time.
the role of a lifetime, Gary
The
Oldman.
role of a lifetime.
Lifetime.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
When did this come out?
I wonder if he regrets it.
2003.
Are you kidding me?
2003.
I
That
thought
was
it like
after.
97. I was willing to put money 97.
Maybe it was filmed back then. and
Oh
then
my god.
They were hesitant
I've never
on
seen that
releasing
trailer.
it.
I've only heard this movie. but
Tiptoes.
I have to watch this movie now. We need
That's
to watch
insane.
it together.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's Gary
Tiptoes.
Oldman
I think
for
we
you.
should have a commentary where we're watching it at the same time and talking
Oh
about the
my
movie
god,
while
we
it's going on.
should.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I have a
that,
projector.
that has to be. You have one?
Yeah, dude.
Good job. You fucking got one. That's awesome.
I found it.
This is one of those movies that it's like a spoof movie trailer that you would see in another movie,
Yeah, exactly.
like Tropic
This is
Thunder
like a
or an
Tropic
Adam
Thunder.
Sandler movie.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Especially it was like in a role of a
In
lifetime.
a lifetime, Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman
Commando.
on his knees in the entire film.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Tiptoes, everybody.
Crazy.
Jesus H.
You're
Christ.
welcome.
Jesus
Internet.
H. Macy. All right. We're going to move on real quick. There was the first shot of have you seen Mr. Robot?
No.
Rami Malek is playing Freddie Mercury
Never heard of
in
him.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
I know he is.
the Freddie Mercury Never
heard of it.
not biopic. Biopic. Sorry, fuck. Words are hard. Margarita. You know,
Margaritas.
things.
Hashtag margarita.
We're gonna skip that though because it's just a picture. Let's talk
Fuck
about
it.
the last thing actually though.
What is
Insidious.
What's that last thing?
Insidious Chapter 4, aka Insidious: The Last Key trailer.
Key hands.
Just dropped
Hashtag
today.
key hands.
Hashtag key hands. Hashtag
In your throat.
we don't have the rights to Freddy Krueger, so instead of knives, they're keys.
Key hands.
They're keys.
I got keys for hands.
Yeah. This trailer just dropped today as we're recording. If you are a fan
Exclusive.
of the Insidious franchise, you should definitely have checked this out. Pause this. Watch the trailer.
Do you not want any of this beer?
Oh yeah,
Carmen, do you not
Yeah.
like this at all?
No.
Drink it.
All right, cool. I'm going
I'm
to take a
sorry.
little bit
No,
of it.
please
You guys going
do.
to take some more.
I'm gonna help. If you want to just pour that, chug
Yeah,
that,
hang
or
on.
finish that last inch. There you go. Pour it and we'll drink it.
I'm driving this, so you got to help me out.
I'm gonna help you. We're working on the margarita.
We're still working on the margarita.
Yeah.
Finish that. Drink this.
Bingo bango.
So the margarita.
Insidious trailer came out, and I'll be honest, it's not horrible. A lot of people, you guys have some harsh criticisms. Other people have too. As someone who's not the biggest fan of horror, I'm like, this is actually pretty neat.
I've never seen one Insidious movie.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh.
Okay, but Ryan, it was Ryan. Ryan had seen the first, I think, 2 or 3, and you said you saw 2.
I saw first. Yeah, the
The
first
first
two.
2. This is the 4th movie in the franchise. I don't believe it's chapter 4 because the first ones were chapters 1, 2, 3. This seems like it might be somewhat of a prequel, if not a
Chapter 7,000.
middle,
in the future.
like a middle quel, if that makes sense. Like it happens in between some of these,
Yeah.
or one
In
of
the
these.
future.
I don't know. There's some stuff in here that
Back to the
doesn't make sense
future.
chronologically if you follow the whole franchise. I'm not gonna give it away. There's no spoilers for people who have never seen this franchise, so I'm just saying there's some weird stuff. Either way, taking this trailer as a standalone trailer for this film, I thought it was very interesting at what they were doing. I just think there was some criticisms of like, this is kind of weird. One of them being that there was this whole like prison cell like lane where all the people were coming out, or ghosts or spirits or whatever they were, and they all just had like Snapchat filter faces.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not scary. This is weird. I'm like, they just had like weird mush mouths and like odd eyes. I'm like, I see that every day on Snapchat. I'm just like, swipe, don't care.
I've never seen these movies before because they never appealed to me. So that's what this movie is.
Well, you don't like scary movies, do you?
No.
The first two are pretty. Well, that was the first one.
For sure, the first one.
Yeah.
Second one's not bad.
Yeah.
Third one is not great.
Yeah.
And then
like
this
the
one, you're
Saw
like, yeah,
franchise.
we could do without. Yeah.
This one seems like it's going to be interesting. I want to see it. I definitely want to see it, but
nah,
I don't know.
Pass.
Also, it's
Hard
produced
pass.
by James Wan. James Wan has been synonymous with pretty good low-budget horror films, but lately, I don't know. Insidious, not really doing it for me, to be honest.
Fucking up.
I know you haven't seen anything past 2, but like they just meh.
You've been fucking up.
Meh for the third one.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can believe that. I mean,
I will say it's kind of scary, but I can look scary in the face now, which is weird. If it's
Until
really
you
scary,
see it, bro.
I'm gonna shit my pants in the theater. I'm bringing a diaper.
Yeah, we have to go watch this together and film our reaction.
I'm kind of down. You guys,
I'll set up a little. We gotta set up a little.
Off
when
Friday.
does it come out?
This weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
Oh my god.
I'm off Friday.
I have
Sunday.
a little GoPro. I'll take it,
Dude.
bro. We'll just
Kind of down.
we'll film our reactions.
We have the little
Yeah, dude,
gorilla
I'm down.
pod.
Let's do it. I'm super down.
I'm super down too. We'll
Gotta
talk
tell
about it
Ryan.
later. We'll do. Oh yeah, we gotta tell Ryan because he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys making plans? You guys making plans without me? Oh, I hate that.
Actually, the first rule about this is don't tell Ryan.
Oh yeah, because he's not gonna listen to this episode.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't share out of Ricky's glass apparently.
You gotta drink from the bottle,
Thanks.
dude. You're cool like that. But yeah,
Thanks, Rick.
Let's
Oh,
do that.
God.
Let's do that.
I keep staring
nice
at
and
the
warm.
Tiptoes movie
warm.
poster. I
Yeah.
can't believe I've
That's
never.
awesome.
I have to see it now.
You're welcome, Carmen.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Can we get? Oh God, Tiptoes.
Tiptoes.
This is one of those things that I'm like, I can't believe that this was a movie.
It's real.
What does it say? Official selection of the 2004 Sundance
Film
Oh.
Festival.
Film Festival.
Damn, Sundance loved it.
This is so weird.
Shit.
It's like a bunch of white people and then one person who is not a midget playing the lead midget, aka
100%
or dwarf.
photoshopped. None of these people were next to each other during any of this.
Yeah, this picture. And then Kate
It is
Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale looks like the chick from Clueless.
Yeah.
The
Where's
redhead from
redhead
Clueless.
one.
Yeah, where's McConaughey's fucking shoulder over here? That doesn't make any
And
sense.
then Patricia, poor Patricia
She
on
looks
the left.
scary as
Yeah,
fuck.
She looks like one of the albinos
is
from the Matrix
frightening.
2.
I'm sure she didn't want that.
She has like dreadlocks
Gonna
going
fucking
on.
chase you in the
Yeah.
fucking Matrix.
She
She's
looks.
she would probably, when she sees it, she's probably like, they had so many
I
different
fucked
looks to
up.
pick from, and they chose this.
Dude. Okay, so as someone, I actually really like the 90s looks. A lot of them. These ones are not them. Those are not the looks
Yeah.
that I like.
This is 90s. This is
You
2000.
wanna- okay, so the
2004.
Oh yeah, but it's sick. Like that's why I said about the trailer. It's they probably made it in the 90s, and no one wanted to release it until 2004. Like I'll just slip it in, you guys. I guess.
Peter Dinklage is the fucking second build.
Tyrion, bro.
Gary Oldman is first.
Dude, before he was Tyrion, he just took a lot of like questionable shit. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But
Poor
I mean,
guy.
you know, he did it. That's the. I'll give that
I mean,
respect.
like, you hear-
respect. You do what you need to do until
You're
you
Peter
get what you get.
Dinklage. You hear a movie. Oh shit! I'm gonna do a movie with Gary Oldman. I'm gonna do a movie with
That's
fucking Matthew
true.
McConaughey.
On paper, this sounds great.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I will be honest. On paper, this sounds great.
But yeah, who knows? Tiptoes, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
Check out Tiptoes. Check out Insidious. That's going to be it for me, guys.
That is it
I
for
wanna
the show.
It for the show. We really want to thank you, Carmen, for coming in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for
that
making Ryan
reading.
cry.
Especially, that was the best part.
That
We
was the
love
best
making
part.
Ryan
You guys
cry.
are terrible. Anytime.
Where can they find you at?
You can definitely find me on Instagram at Carmencita. It's CarmynCita.
And then ask her for a reading. All right, you can go follow all of us. You can find all of our stuff on Humpcast.com. All of our info is there. You can definitely support us if you can. We'd love you for it if you go to patreon.com/Humpcast. And we will see you in the next one.
Ow!
Yeah, I'm gonna end the show on a song. This song is by Chaos. They released a new single featuring a Justin Roiland as a singer. If you don't know that name, you
I heard
may
Justin
know
Bieber for
You
a
may
second.
know that name. Actually, you may know his co-creation as Rick and Morty,
Oh!
and the voices of Rick and Morty, both of them. They decided to do a song together, and this is it. It's called Terry Fold. It is absolute nonsense. Check it out. We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for listening.
Foldy flaps, grab my terry folds, grab my foldy holds, grab my terry flaps, in my terry folds, grab my terry flaps, you gotta touch 'em, my terry folds, grab my terry folds, touch my holdy flaps, take a big flap, take my foldy flaps, my terry folds, my foldy holds, and my terry flaps. Gotta grab my terry flaps, grab my terry flaps, squeeze my holdy folds, hold my goldy folds, grab my foldy folds, grab my terry flap holds, grab my terry folds, hold my foldy folds, hold my terry folds. Hey, did you ever wanna hold a terry fold? I got one right here. Grab my terry flap, squeeze it, grab it, squeeze and tug on my terry flap. Hey, I wanna take you to the terry fold dance. Wanna come with me? You can grab my holdy folds, squeeze them tight. You son of a bitch, suck my holdy flappy folds, lick my flappy foldy holds, my terry flaps in your mouth, suck my flaps, you piece of shit. Fuck you, you stupid dumb motherfucking bitch. Hey, grab my terry flaps, gonna eat those toldy folds. I got a couple of terry fold flaps, I got a flappy foldy flap. I'm gonna go take you to food, gonna eat, then we're going to the terry fold dance. You and me, we're gonna go to the terry fold place. It's gonna be a night out, gonna have a real fancy time. I don't know, should I do it again?